Hello everyone, welcome you all again for the winding diagram. So in the previous three sessions, we discussed about single layer and double layer simplex lap winding diagram. But in this session, we'll be discussing about single layer duplex lap winding diagram. Okay, so let us have a detailed discussion about this duplex lap winding diagram by having an example. So in this example, our objective is to develop a DC lap winding diagram. So the given details are number of slots is given, that is 32, the number of poles is 4, and the type of the winding is single layer duplex lap winding diagram. Everything will be the similar, but instead of simplex here I will be having a duplex lap winding diagram. So let us go for the given details. Coil side is equals to 1. Why? Because it is a single layer, that's why the coil side is equals to 1. And YC, that is commutator pitch, is equals to X, where X is equals to 2 because it is a duplex lap winding. If it is a simplex, we already solved a few problems of simplex lap winding diagrams. So there X was equals to 1 because of simplex lap winding diagram. Here it is duplex, therefore the value of X is equals to 2, therefore the commutator pitch is also equals to 2. And coming to the number of conductor is simply equals to number of slots because it is a single layer. Okay, so Z is equals to 32 into 1, where 1 comes from M is equals to 32. Total number of conductors are 32 and the number of poles is given 4, and the pole pitch Z by P in terms of the conductor, that is 32 divided by 4 is equals to 8. It means 8 conductor will come under each pole. Then I need to find the back pitch and then the front pitch. So we know that two equations, YB plus YF equals 2YP and then YB minus YF equals 2YC. YP is 8 and then YC is equals to 2. So if you solve these two expressions, you are going to get the back pitch is equals to 10 and the front pitch is equals to 6. But here both the back pitch and the front pitch are even integer. In the very first sessions we discussed that the back pitch and the front pitch value should be an odd integer. It should not be an even integer. So in such a case I should modify that value. Therefore the final modified value of back pitch and then the front pitch are YB equals 9 and then the YF equals 5. Do not round it off to 11 and then 7. It should be lower than what you got. Okay, so the back pitch is equals to 9 and then front pitch is equals to 5. In the previous case itself I have mentioned that in case of simplex the difference between the back pitch and the front pitch is 2. For duplex it is 4. Now you can observe this, the back pitch is 9 and the front pitch is front pitch is equals to 5. Then the difference between these two is 4. Right? So with this let us go for the next step, winding table. Right? It is a duplex. See, if you have a duplex means it should have two winding table. Why you should have winding table? Let us start writing the winding table as usual how we did in single layer simplex lap winding diagram. Okay, we started from the first conductor. 1 plus 9 is equals to 10, 10 minus 5 is equals to 5, 5 plus 9 is equals to 14, 14 minus 5 is equals to 9. You keep writing like this. So where I need to exactly stop this winding table, when you get the first conductor at the front end. Here I am going to get the first conductor, and here just you can observe in this winding table the conductor number 3 is missing, the conductor number 7 is missing, 3 missing, 7 missing, 11, the 11th conductor. So many conductors are missing in this. So in this winding table I am not able to cover all the 32 conductors. It is not possible. Clear? So that's why I should write one more winding table which starts from the third conductor. Okay, so 3 plus 9 is equals to 12, 12 minus 5 is equals to 7. Keep on writing like this. So where I need to stop? Again, you started from third conductor. When you get third conductor at the front end, that is what the indication to stop writing the winding table. So for example, 40 minus 5 is equals to 35. 35 is nothing but 35 minus 32 is nothing but your third conductor. Clear? And one more thing you can observe, the difference between 10 and then 14 is 4. 14 and then 18 again 4. So the difference of these is 4, but if it is a simplex, the difference was 2. If you want, you can observe that. So winding, if it is a duplex, it should have two winding tables. The one winding table should start from the first conductor and the other winding table should start from the third conductor. Now you can check, you have all the 32 conductors here. You can have all the 32 conductor connections. Clear? So taken this problem from this textbook. You can also refer a textbook called CAD for Electrical Engineers by MS Indra. So let us develop the winding table by using a NanoCAD tool. So once you open the NanoCAD tool, a new toolbar will pop up. So from this you click on get started. Okay. So as usual, first you need to set the units. It should be in millimeter. Okay. Now let us draw a conductor with a so it is a single layer, so no need of any dotted lines, dashed lines. So the total number of 30 conductors is 32. So let us have 32 columns, and the distance between the columns, let it be 30. It is left to you again. Okay, so after this, name the conductors. I will go little bit we are having 32 conductors, and from the winding table, so the first conductor is connected to the 10th conductor at the back end, and the 10th conductor is connected to the 5th conductor at the front end, right? So the first conductor, this is the first conductor. The cursor should be placed at the first quadrant. Okay, and this is the 10th conductor. Okay, now you trim the unwanted portions. These two are, this is the back end connections, and at the front end the 10th conductor is connected to fifth conductor, because the front pitch is equals to 5. So this is your fifth conductor at 200 at an angle of minus 45 degree. So just randomly I have mentioning, I'm taking the okay, control A, and then again trim the unwanted portions. Now I am ready with one back end and then one front end connections. Now you can select and go for array. Even though you have two winding table, no need to bother about the connections. Once you are ready with a front end and then back end connections, you can connect all the conductors by going with an array. So I have 32 conductor, it means the number of turns is equals to 32 divided by 2, it is 16, and the distance between the conductors was 30, therefore the distance between the turns should be double, it is 60. Then okay, and if you get any extra connections at the front end, so you can select and then delete. Then to have it on the left of that, so go for copy again. Okay, fine. And the next is to plot a commutator. This is the commutator, and so again trim the unwanted portion. Now go for array. The number of commutator segment, again it is z by 2, so it means it is 16 only, and column offset is also 60. Then okay. Now let us name this commutator segments.
So 32 conductors, it means
16 commutator segments, right? So now coming to the pole pitch. The value of pole pitch is 8, right? It means, the one pole should cover 8 conductors. So the pole is represented by using a rectangle. So before that, you please turn off this O snap and draw a rectangle exactly at the center which covers 8 conductor. Now I have drawn. This is what a one pole which covers 8 conductors. Now I will go with copy and paste.
to cover other 8 conductors. Okay.
Now let us trim out the lines inside the rectangle, I mean inside the pole, by clicking on that. Okay, now name the poles. So among 2 are north pole and 2 are south pole. This is north, south, north, south. Okay. And now I need to mark the direction of the induced current in this conductor, so that polyline. So as we know very well, if the conductor is under the influence of north pole, the direction should be towards the commutator segment. So this is what the direction. And let us go for array. We know that under the north pole there are 8 conductors and the distance between the conductor was 30, right? So you select all this, go for copy and paste, because I have another set of conductors which are under the influence of north pole, right? And let us have one copy of this. You select and then rotate. Now I need to place the brushes. So here so we know the procedure how to place the brushes. So if the commutator is having an incoming current or else an outgoing current, then we can place a brushes, right? So here just go with the commutator 2. The commutator 2, it is connected to the first conductor and then the sixth conductor, and the direction of both the conductors are same. It means I can place a brush in the commutator segment 2. And just observe the next commutator segment also. In the commutator segment 3, you go through that, the conductor number 3 and then conductor number 8 are connected. Again the direction of both is, again it is same. It means I can place one more brush at the commutator segment 3. Under each pole will be having a 2 location for the placement of brushes, because it is a duplex lap winding diagram. That is what the difference, right? So to place in all the problem the two commutator segments will be the will always an adjacent. Okay, therefore I will be writing a brushes together for commutator segment 2 and then 3. So now let us locate other three brushes. 4 5 we cannot, but we can place at 6 and then 7. 8 and 9 we cannot, but we can place at the 10 and 11th commutator segment. 12 and 13 again we cannot, and then 14 15 yes we can, right? So this is what the procedure need to follow to place the brushes. And this is positive, we know very well, and this is also positive.
Negative, negative.
Draw one circle, a small circle somewhere here, and copy. Go for
Context. This is positive. This is positive.
now go for hatching. Here we go for fast hatch to hatch north north, positive and then positive, then enter. So to hatch south, go for hatch, do not go for fast hatch. So here you need to change the pattern. You change the pattern and then add pick points. South south negative and then negative brushes, then enter. Okay, so this is what your a double layer, sorry, a single layer duplex lap winding diagram. So again I am telling the difference is the value of commutator pitch for duplex lap winding is 2. Therefore the difference between YB and then YF you are going to get 4. And coming to the winding table, you will be having two winding tables. The first should start from the first conductor and the other should start from the third conductor. And coming to the winding diagram, everything is same, but you will be going to get two commutator segments under each pole to place the brushes. And again coming to the number of brushes, it will be the same 4. Clear? So if you have any doubts, please feel free to comment. Thank you.